The galactic throne of Zathera was known for two things: its shimmering halls carved from meteor diamond, and its ruler's paranoia. King Vorax II, crowned on the ashes of 12 conquered worlds, had spent decades eliminating rivals before they could even dream of rising against him. He trusted no one, not even his own bloodline. Yet there was one name that made his eyelid twitch whenever he heard it whispered in the court: General Amelia Cross. Human. A war hero. The woman who had led the United Terran fleet to victory against the Zerati swarm and crippled the Syndicate's outer fleets. And worst of all, she had beaten him once. It was supposed to be a simple siege of a backwater human colony, but Cross's fleet appeared out of nowhere, shattered his warships in hours, and left him limping home in disgrace. That humiliation had festered in him for years. Now he intended to erase her from existence. He summoned the Silent Blades, 10 of the deadliest assassins in the galaxy. Each one could end a life without leaving a whisper in the air. They had gutted emperors in their sleep, walked unseen into guarded palaces, and killed high commanders before their guards even noticed the blood. The order was simple: bring me her head. Alive or dead, preferably dead. Make it a message. Middle. On the far edge of the Vega sector, General Cross stood on the observation deck of the UTS Resolute. Her fleet drifted in silent formation above the jungle moon of Clyra 7, where negotiations with the Calithian tribes were underway. Her reflection stared back at her from the viewport, tall, broad-shouldered, hair streaked with silver. The eyes of someone who'd seen far too many battlefields. She wasn't naive. She knew that her survival had made her enemies, Vorax especially. She'd read the intercepted intelligence reports. The Silent Blades were moving. Captain Elias Ward, her second-in-command, approached quietly. "Ma'am, we've picked up irregular cloaked signatures near the moon's outer ring. Not ours." Cross didn't even blink. Assassins. He's finally sending them. Ward's jaw tightened. Should I scramble the fleet? No, her voice was calm, cold. They came all this way. Let's give them a warm welcome. That night, aboard her command ship, the assassins made their move. They boarded in perfect silence, bypassing outer defenses with infiltration codes stolen from a bribed technician months earlier. One by one, they slipped through the shadows of the Resolute, their stealth suits bending light, their blades whispering from sheaths. They found their target in her private quarters, alone, unarmed, back turned. The first assassin lunged. Flash of steel. The man's head hit the floor before his body did. The lights snapped on. Amelia Cross stood in full combat armor, plasma blade humming in her hand, eyes glinting like a predator. "You idiots," she said, stepping forward. "Do you know how many times I've killed better than you before breakfast?" The Silent Blades attacked in perfect synchronization, leaping, vanishing, reappearing with strikes meant to decapitate. Cross moved like liquid fire, turning their blades aside, slicing through stealth fields, kicking one into a bulkhead hard enough to shatter his spine. Ward's voice crackled over the comm. "General, more incoming on decks 5 through 9. Seal the hatches," she ordered between strikes. "No one leaves alive." Minutes later, the corridors of the Resolute were painted with streaks of alien blood. Cross hunted them personally, one by one, her tactics surgical. She wasn't just defending, she was making a statement. When the last assassin fell, she stood in the silence of the aftermath, breathing steady. Her armor was scratched, but not a single cut marred her skin. The message. 2 days later, in the throne room of Zathera, King Vorax sat upon his meteor diamond seat, sipping spiced liqueur when the chamber doors creaked open. A Terran diplomatic shuttle had arrived, bearing a sealed container. His guards scanned it. No explosives. No toxins. They placed it before the throne. Vorax opened it. 10 heads stared back at him, each belonging to one of his silent blades. Their faces were frozen mid-expression, shocked, terrified, beaten. Beneath them was a note, handwritten in fluid strokes of Terran ink. Next time come yourself. A. Cross. The throne room went utterly silent. Even the air recycler seemed to pause. Vorax's grip tightened on the armrest. His pride burned hotter than any star. He wanted to scream, to summon fleets, to raise Earth itself. But somewhere deep inside a flicker of doubt whispered, if she can do this to the silent blades, what could she do to me? Ending. The assassination attempt changed the balance of power in the galaxy overnight. News spread through backchannels and shadow markets, whispered at first, then shouted in pirate taverns and military briefings. The silent blades were dead. By one human. In her own ship. For many alien leaders it was a warning. For others, an invitation to ally with the humans rather than fight them. On Clyra 7, the Calithian tribe signed a full defense pact with the United Terran Fleet, citing Cross's honor and strength as the reason they trusted humanity. One tribal chieftain told her, when the storms come, we will shelter together. You have the heart of a war god. As for King Vorax, he withdrew his fleets from Terran borders. Officially, the Zetheran court claimed it was a strategic realignment. Unofficially, everyone knew. He feared what Amelia Cross would do if provoked again. From her observation deck, Cross watched the stars in silence. Ward joined her. Think he'll try again? He asked. She smirked faintly. If he's smart, no. But Vorax's pride might be bigger than his brain. Ward chuckled. And if he does? She turned, gaze hardening with a glint of anticipation. Then I'll send his head back too. The Resolute drifted on through the void, its general ready for whatever the galaxy dared to throw next. Because Amelia Cross didn't just survive assassination attempts, she made them regret ever trying.